Hello, welcome to this lecture video. So today we will talk about simple linear regression. So by the way, I am teacher Melai and let's talk about simple linear regression. So in discussing simple linear regression, what we will do is to answer this particular example. So the task is to examine the relationship between the store size in square feet and its annual sales in thousands of pesos. So the data were collected from a sample of 14 stores. So this is now the figure that shows the line wherein we know that our b sub 0, this is the b sub 0, this is the y-intercept. It is the value of y when x is equal to 0. And b sub 1 is our slope wherein we also know that for us to come up or to get the value of y, it is the change in y all over the change in x. So to further explain this, so this is now the simple linear regression model where the equation is y sub I is equal to b sub 0 plus b sub I, x sub I plus e sub I. However, what we do is to exclude our e sub I whenever we are coming up now with our, or we are generating our simple linear model. So we know that our b sub 0 represents the slope. It is the y-intercept, and b sub 1 is our slope. And x sub I is the independent variable, y sub I is the dependent variable. So this is now the data. So the stores 1 to 14 given the size, or it is in square feet thousands, and the annual sales is also in thousands of pesos. So what we need to do is first we're going to generate the scatter diagram. And then we will compute for, or we will rather generate the regression coefficients, and that is the b sub 0 and b sub 1, as well as the prediction line. So in doing so, we are going to our data set, which is encoded in the Microsoft Excel. So this is our data set. So what we will do is just to select our data. So let us bring this back into its original data set, wherein when we encoded the data, so we have data 1 or store 1 to store 14. So this is the data. So we will select this, insert, click charts, and then just click the scatter. So this is the scattered diagram. And based on this figure, it seems that there is a linear relationship. Now, the second objective is for us to come up what is the prediction line, what is the regression coefficients, which includes the b sub 0 and the b sub 1. So to do that, let us just click the point here or the data. Right-click, add trend line. We will just tick linear and click or check display equation on the chart and r squared value on chart. So this is now the values that we need. So we can actually generate it using our Microsoft Excel without computing it manually. The value of b sub 0 is 48.224. So which means if the value of x is 0, y is equal to 48.224. While the value of our b sub 1 is 83.493 with r squared equal to 0.9042. So our objective is also to, aside from determining our regression coefficients and our r squared, the next is what are the relevant values. So we have actually what we call as extrapolation and interpolation. So we say that it is interpolation when what the data that we're going to use, the x values that we're going to use are the values that is within this formula. while extrapolation is when the value is not within the range. And that is the relevant range. So to come up now what is the relevant range, we are going to sort this from lowest to highest. So we will sort our data according to its size. So this one. So our interpolation is the values of x ranging from 1.1 to 5.8. And what is now the predicted value for this? So we are going to use the formula. So it is 83.493 multiplied by the size plus the coefficient 48.224. So this is the relevant range of y. So it is 140.0663. But remember, again, this is in thousands of pesos. So if we're going to multiply this by 1,000, the actual value is 140,066 pesos until 532,483 pesos. And also, of course, our values here will also be multiplied by 1,000. So 1.1, for example, this is times 1,000. So which means in every 1,100 square feet to 5,800 square feet, the relevant range of our y is 140,066 until 532,403. So we can use only relevant values. So which also means that if we set our x into 0, so that y is our d sub 0, which is 48.224, this doesn't mean anything because it's not relevant. So it's not within the range of our sizes. However, if we're going to find for something related to this value, it can be said that even if there is no physical store, maybe the store still functions or the business still functions maybe through online. Okay, so that is all for this video. Thank you for watching.